we've all had those experiences in life where you are in a situation, you've got your pump or your insulin pod or your glucometer, and somebody always asks one of those weird questions. My name is David, I'm a type 1 diabetic. These are the weirdest questions that I've ever been asked since I've been a diabetic. I was working a construction job one day, up on a roof, sheeting a roof with, plywood. This new guy was on the crew who hadn't known us before, hadn't seen anything. And so one of the days I've got my pump, so it's attached to me, and the pod is just, the pump is just sitting on my hip. And he just dead looks at me, he's like, what is that? I'm like, well, it's an insulin pump. He's like, well, so, but like how's it work? I'm like, well, you just, fill it up with an insulin and it like gives you insulin the entire time. He's like, can you put heroin in that? I'm sure you probably could, but it's not something that I would recommend. So in case you were ever in need of another thing to put in your insulin pod besides insulin, maybe try heroin. Not recommended, but it could work. There was another time I was at a friend's house, right? Her brother came in, found out that I had diabetes. He just looked straight at me. He's like, well, diabetes, that's just like a normal allergy, right? So we just got to give you a whole bunch of sugar so you can like kick the allergy. What? Yeah, like if people are like allergic to dogs or cats, you just bring them around the cats and dogs more, and so eventually they just kick the allergy. It's the same thing with diabetes, right? You just need more sugar. Yeah, no, it's not how that works. Spoiler alert, that's not how diabetes works. It's an autoimmune disease, and your body doesn't break down the carbohydrates as you consume at all. Eating more carbohydrates isn't gonna fix that. Finally, I want to assume it was an innocent question when the kid asked it, but I'm not really sure. Because again, I was diagnosed with diabetes when I was in 7th grade. So 12-year-old me is sitting in gym class, 12-year-old friend comes up, she's kind of coyly and shy, is like, hey, so like, you got diabetes, right? I was like, yeah, yes, I was just recently diagnosed with diabetes. Confirmed. So can you like still, I'm like, whoa, well, probably, yes, I don't know, maybe, yes, sure. Why are you asking this? You're in 7th grade, what are you doing? Yeah, so what's the weirdest question that you've ever been asked as a diabetic? Please let me know, because these stories are hilarious. Let me know in the comments below. Always remember, be a buddy, not a bully.